my question is it March 4th is the 6-hour race? And you guys are not on the same team, am I correct? You guys are racing against each other?
Where are we going with this, Phil?
Yeah, we got racing.
Who's going to win? What's the plan here? Let's talk this out. Let's get the stare down going here.
Weekly Braaappp. Weekly Braaappp. Welcome to the Weekly Braaappp.
Your place to go for local, national, and regional off-road racing news. We got news from all over the country. GNCCs,
Western Hare Scramble,
National Hare Hound,
WORCS Series.
and we may even go on the other side of the ocean and talk about World Enduro Championships.
How about some BAJA action?
Yeah, we pretty much do it all.
Yeehaw!
We also give away prizes
We got product reviews
and trivia questions.
to give away all that fly gear.
So sit back and enjoy the show.
Yeehaw! So, I got a whole new team this year.
I kind of do too.
Whoa!
A little bit. We have some question marks still, but
You are a question mark.
no. I'm not a question mark. Anyways,
I don't even own a bike, so what are we talking about?
What's your new team?
It's not with me on it, I know that.
So it's just going to be a you-sponsored team?
I don't know. It's going to be my brother.
Does your
Okay.
dad have a bike?
Yeah, he probably will. I'll probably borrow his bike.
Is
Like I
he
did
a
last
bike
year.
you can borrow?
Okay, so your brother, which is a good pickup. He got 2 new bikes, right? He's got a 450 KX and a 2-stroke.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I could ride one of his bikes.
There you go. And he's your younger
My
brother.
little
so
brother.
So you beat him up.
I beat him up. Come here, give me that bike.
So your brother. Who else is on your team? No,
That's about it right now.
Don't try to. Not me.
Reed is not on my team.
No.
I know who's on Reed's
My
team.
team. Okay, so from what I know, it's me, Don Baseflug, and
Tiger Lacey and Ricky Bobby.
no. For the
This
6
side
hour, no, it's me and Don, and then
Don
there's
who?
Baseflug, not Matheney.
Is this team A?
This is
And then team B and team
this
C.
is the only team, and then a new kid that started working at Motorsport from Southern California, a motocross guy.
Ty Davis.
I've never ridden with him. I'm sorry, I don't know your name yet. I'm sure we'll meet. So there's 3 of us. That's the plan for now. But when the 24-hour comes around, hopefully,
I'm getting.
Rookstool rides for Motorsport now. So,
Say what?
sandbag
Hey, I'll be on somebody's team.
it. Phil, you're on my
Give me
team.
the gas, man.
You're on my team.
You're on his team.
I'm actually not even good for fuel at that.
So are we gonna film a show at the race?
I don't know.
I think we should.
Here's the deal. I'm gonna tell you a little secret.
Okay.
All right. Baby here. So, it ain't who you can get the
Fastest.
It ain't. Yeah, I said yank. It ain't who you get the fastest. It's who's the most consistent. You can have the fastest 5 guys out there, but if they blow up their bike and blow up the next bike and wreck and defense post and I say that out loud and whatnot, it's about consistency.
It is.
You know what? I'll probably have the wider. I'm gonna take the
You got a
wider.
new bike,
You did 300.
300X.
Probably faster than me now.
Well, the thing is that you can preach to me about consistency, but we won the hardest one ever. A foot deep of mud for 24 hours, no breakdowns,
Wait a minute,
consistency
wait a minute.
with
Wait a
5 guys, not 6.
I took the lead at midnight. The very first time on the bike, you guys had a 15-minute lead.
Okay.
15-minute lead.
Okay.
I got on the bike. In 1 lap, I caught you guys within 3 minutes.
But it's not who's the fastest. It's who's the
On my
most
second
consistent.
lap, I took the lead. And yes, it was the most consistent. We had a problem.
Yeah. So we're even 1-1 right now. No, 2-1. No. It was. Did you win in 2009?
College math again.
Did you win in 2009? The overall?
No, we raced Open Exit.
Okay. So you
realistically,
have one win.
we're
We have one win.
1-0.
No,
really.
because we won in the mud race. It's 1-1.
Oh, is that how it is? I won 3 out of the 4 races in 1 series, and you won 1 race.
No, I'm talking about 24-hour wins.
Oh, it's all about. What are you talking about 6 hour for then?
Because that's the first in the series. You're okay. If we're discounting the series, which was just formed last year, you're up 1-0.
I'm telling you, my brother, he's in it. He's into it, like hardcore.
All right, well, that's good.
I think
I like your brother.
I gotta be honest. I think there's a couple guys that he's pulling out of his hat though.
Well, that's good. He's got connections. He works at a bike shop.
Yeah.
So I mean, he knows.
Maybe
everybody.
Guy Tao or somebody like that will show up.
Guy Tao.
Yeah, you don't even know who Guy Tao
I
is.
don't. Sounds like I'm going to.
When my brother put on a race, or he put on a 24-hour race a couple years ago,
Yeah.
they're leading the overall, and one of the other teams asked them, or said they were cheating, so they docked them 1 lap because they said they were
When
cheating.
was this?
This was, I don't know, a couple
I
years
don't think you can point at me.
No, not Reed, but it's that team. But they said that he was cheating, and this dude went out and put on like he was so mad he put on 5 laps. It was like the fastest lap.
Oh,
he was so.
Well, regardless, it sounds like it's on, like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
So we should get. It's like.
I want to know one thing. Here's the one thing.
All right.
You and I come out. I represent KTM country,
Right.
or
Okay,
whatever,
right.
DM3, whatever, and you represent motorsports
Yeah,
and
motorsport.
RB1 racing.
R3PM.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is I want to know when the OMA guys are going to put a team together.
The OMRA?
No, the OMA guys from Medford.
Oh,
I
OMA
wanna-
KTM. Oh.
Did you see their thing?
Yes, they
on
got-
Facebook. They're like, oh, the fastest shop in Oregon or something
Okay,
like
so
that.
that's Derek Steely,
Yeah.
Matt Jensen, and Gage Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like it should be a 6-hour team.
Yeah.
For next weekend.
It's always like this smack talking these guys, that they're the fastest, shop in Oregon.
Okay, so I don't want to say let's make a truce, but let's collectively call out the OMA KTM shop.
I'm there.
There's 3 guys. That's enough for a 6-hour team. Week and a half. Get it prepped. You don't need lights. It's all about speed at this one. You don't even need reliability.
Where is it at even? I don't even
It's
know.
at Eddyville.
Oh.
It's been raining up there, but it's supposed to be dry, and it's just like 30-mile-an-hour winds, so it's going to be perfect dirt.
Hate it.
No excuses.
I hate it. I want mud.
Well, whatever.
My brother and I want mud.
This is for no excuses,
Maybe
though.
my brother and I will just ride.
Do it.
Versus you and Donnie. Donnie's fast.
Donnie's been riding off-road.
Donnie's
He's got a
been
300, too. We could be team
Dude,
K6.
he's like 50 years old.
Yeah, he's like 65. I think he's on welfare. Not welfare. What is it? Social Security. Sorry, Donnie.
Close enough.
I'm pretty sure you have a pretty good job. Alright, so it's on. It's on. We're going to go at it. So,
Thanks,
Phil,
Phil.
are we done with this interview?
I was just letting you guys talk.
Alright, we're done.
Yeah,
This guy's going down.
Well, that's question.
So we're going to transition now into like more about kind of like what we had in mind when the show started. Now that there's actually racing going on, we can talk about race results.
Lots of racing.
Yeah, lots of racing. It was a busy last couple of weeks.
WORCS racing.
WORCS racing. Prim, Nevada. I'm not going to lie, it looked like this much fun.
Yeah.
It was a bulldozed track through the desert, all flat.
Look a little talcum powder there.
It did. It did. Like they were riding in talcum powder.
Yeah.
Weird. Anyways.
Taylor Roberts, I mean, that dude is on fire.
Dude, Robert is amazing. The guy, he's like, I don't know. He's doing what Kirk Caselli is doing in the Hare Hounds.
Yeah.
And what he was
Dominating.
doing last year. He's just killing it.
But you gotta keep it together.
He did, yeah. Except like DNF on Sunday. Well, not a DNF. I had a motor go on Sunday.
Still finished, I believe.
Still finished like 14th.
How do you switch out a motor? I mean, they race for an hour.
Right.
How do you switch out a motor after walking your bike in? I mean, those guys are incredibly fast.
They are.
Mechanics.
The life of a factory team, right? Well, and that's not the second one, because we'll talk about this in a second, but Charlie Mullins had to change out a motor at the first round of the National Enduros. And They did it at a checkpoint. It's like, isn't that thing a little hot to be touching?
Yeah.
Do they just pour water on it or something? I don't even know what they're doing.
But the old man, Mike Brown, I mean, he's keeping it together, keeping that KTM together.
Yep.
Keeping a solid ride, Finished third on day one, and then the second day, I believe he got first.
Yep, yeah, for the 3-1 for the overall.
Yeah.
And Soule was really on it. He ended up second overall.
He looked good. He looked really good, actually.
He looked really good. And then third overall with Robert's misfortune was Gary Sutherland. So that's cool.
On his new team.
Yep, he's riding the Kawasaki.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome. Good for him. I guess when one person has problems, it opens the door for somebody else. But, I mean, my favorite for the series is definitely still Taylor Robert.
Yeah.
So
I don't know why, but it's like the younger generation. I don't know. I like to see him just, I don't know, dominate. Come in, dominate.
Well, yeah, it seems like just a couple years ago he was winning the Pro 2 class, and then he came in on that Valley Motorsports team and did good things, was on that team for a year, went to 6 days, came back, factory Cowie ride last year, first year, and then this year he's the favorite. So
yeah, he's doing great.
So, and then speaking of WORCS, Josh Strang is riding again, like trying to get some points here and there. I think he's getting last, but he's not really trying. Yeah. So should just be in the next couple weeks that we'll see him hopefully kind of reassert himself as a player in the series.
One guy in the player in the series last couple of years, Robbie Bell. It seemed like he was up there, and then I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, he's solid racer. You know, I know he does the BAJA, which all that good stuff, but it doesn't seem like he's the player. He's like
that he used to be. It's weird. Speaking of Robbie Bell, Verb Off-Road just came out, like a new off-road website, and they just had a video of Verb Off-Road original Robbie Bell at Zaka Station ripping up. So he looked like he was going fast, but I mean, I think that's just a testament to how fast these guys are going in the WORCS series. And Caleb Russell, he came out from the GNCC series, and he's been doing these WORCS races, and he only managed a 10th overall. So it's like, and he's a fast dude.
Yeah.
So they come out and these guys are going fast. So I mean, only 8th place at a WORCS race, I guess it could be
way better than
it could be worse things. But transitioning now, we're gonna go to the National Enduro Series round 2, the Cherokee National Enduros.
This is a surpriser for me.
It is, Stu Baylor, he's killing it right now.
I don't know. This kid is just on fire right now.
He is, and it's not like he's not a factory. He's a KTM support rider.
He's doing the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, but he's not a full-on factory KTM guys, and he's beating all of these factory off-road guys.
Yeah.
So it's pretty impressive. I mean, he's winning by a pretty good-sized margin. Let me scroll over here and see, like, his test times are, they're pretty fast. He won the first couple tests, and then he ended up overall in the thing by like 2 minutes.
I saw on his Facebook that he's like, he's only going to do the first 3 because that's all the amount of money he says he has for it, which blows my mind. I mean, you're like dominating the series.
Yeah.
I would think somebody would help him out, step up,
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure he does have a lot of people helping him out, but I mean,
even more so than he already is.
Yeah.
Help get him to those extra races because you're looking at a legitimate championship contender.
Yeah.
So why not try to keep that wave going? Because he's on a cool run, kind of like Nick Farringer was last year when he went 3 in a row, or Farringer.
Yeah.
When he went 3 in a row, it's like, can you get the turkey? The bowling, the turkey? Can you do it? Can you bowl at 300? Can you go 10 in a row?
Yeah.
So who knows? But the podium rounded out with Corey Buttrick in second, and the old man Mike Lafferty in third.
Dude, Mike Lafferty, I would love to see him win a championship. It's a long shot with how many people. I mean, there is stacked field.
Yep.
It seems like at all these national events now, but. Top 3, it's still, you're right there as a contender. So.
Yeah, and he was second at the first round at the Sumter Enduro. So maybe it's just that he's riding a 250 Husaberg 2-stroke that's like breathing new life into him or something. He's not riding the heavy 4-strokes anymore. Maybe he's having more fun.
Back in the day when he rode 2-strokes.
Yep, KTM 2-strokes when he was only a 5-time national champion.
Yeah.
So that's pretty dang awesome. And Corey Buttrick, I was watching a video. I'm sure we can get a plug for the link on our video, but Digital Off-Road has been doing really cool videos of the series so far. And that kid, this was a pretty muddy race, but if you want to learn how to ride in the mud, go to 1 minute on this video, and you'll see a clip of Corey Buttrick just ripping it up in this tight woods, just pinned. And it's no wonder he was finishing near the top of the...
Really?
Yeah, so definitely go check that out. Give the guys at Digital Off-Road some love.
Russell Bobbitt, 4th place with just coming off an injury, isn't he?
Yep, yeah. So at the last GNCC round, he tore his wrist up and his collarbone. And the first round, he was still a little off the pace, but it looks like now he's getting his groove back and trying to get back in the mix of things. So keeping his championship hopes alive. And then rounding out the top 5, Jordan Ashburn. So that Ampro Yamaha XC1 GNCC rider.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So round 2 of the National Enduro Series is covered, and
one guy real quick, Brad Backen. I don't know what happened to him, but
it looks like he didn't look like he had the greatest day, and not too far behind him, Grant Baylor in 14th overall,
which I just learned is Stuart Baylor's brother.
Yeah, younger brother. So that's a fast family. It almost reminds me of the Matheney boys. All right. So moving on, we're gonna make our way out west and kind of cover more of our area in the second round of the National Hare and Hound Association Series.
Kirk Caselli dominated. 7-minute lead.
Is that even possible?
You know how far you can go in the desert in 7 minutes? I mean,
miles. That's
miles.
I mean,
minutes.
If you think about it, they're doing in the open stuff 60 and upward 60 miles. That's a 7-mile lead.
That's crazy.
I mean, the loops are shorter, so maybe he's just doing really well in the technical stuff. But
yeah,
he did the King of the Motos race on Thursday, and was running in third until he had bike issues.
Did you see him get up top of that hill?
Yes.
He got to the top of the hill before everybody.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Huge hole shot.
Yeah.
And was running well until he had a clutch issue or something like that. But comes back a couple days later, Hare and Hound, bike reprepped, and just goes out and just kills it. I mean, the guy's amazing.
Yeah. I call him Big Boy, Dave Pearson. Just a big boy.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he is obviously been a contender for years, but he's staying consistent like he needs to do.
Yep.
And second place this last round.
Yeah, he's kind of doing like
the new team and all.
He's doing a Dungy kind of where he's not, he's not necessarily the best guy, but if something is to ever happen, he's always in that position to take advantage of it. Yeah. So he's setting himself good for the championship. And then it sounds like even Destry Abbott, who ended up third, could have had second, but he had rear brake problems again.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with brake problems.
I don't know.
These are factory bikes. Keep those things running.
Yeah.
I don't understand it, but I mean, he's another one of those.
Those are overrated.
Yeah, brakes just slow you down, right?
Yeah.
But it's really cool to see these guys that were my heroes when we were kids. That are still doing really well, and Abbott's 38 years old or something like that. So top 5, we have Caselli, Pearson, Abbott, Nick Burson getting in there, which is pretty cool. And
he's on the Cowie, right?
He is on a Cowie. He was on that Ty Davis team for a while, the Husky team, but thank goodness he's not riding Huskies anymore. No offense to all you Husky fans, but oh my goodness. And then
he said it, not me.
Yeah, I'll say it. And then unless you want to give me bikes, then I'd love to ride Huskies.
Jimmy Jarrett, this guy right here, Jimmy Jarrett, 8th overall, GNCC guy.
Yep.
What's he doing over here on our side of the United States?
That's a good question. I think if he's just trying to stay busy, maybe make some money. I don't know if they make money for 8th place in the Hare and Hounds, but maybe he's staying. I know him and Caselli are pretty close, so they might be staying together. And I think it's kind of cool. You get a guy who's out of his element, bettering himself as a rider. So that's really neat.
I'm real mad. So one guy that I always keep an eye on the vet class.
Right.
I mean, I've established that I am. I don't know. Vet.
You're a vet rider. You're an
older nerd. So
vet rider.
Morgan Crawford once again wins the class.
Yep. Morgan Crawford. It's
top
cool.
12th overall.
12th overall. That's impressive.
Dan Caparelli, second place guy, 20th overall. I mean, top 20 overall at a Hare and Hound. I've been there, done that. That's like great. That's first place for me.
For sure. Well,
20th.
The cool thing for me is if you're finishing this high, you're a good rider, first off. It means you're getting good starts.
Yeah.
That means you're hanging it out across the desert. I mean, I don't know, people say the ground hurts more when you get in your 30s. But it's like, this guy, they're just disregard for their bodies, disregard for their careers. They're just going for it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
David Fry. I didn't see David Fry. I looked all through the results. I couldn't see him. DNF, whatever. I couldn't. I don't even know.
No, if we miss you, Dave, we're sorry. But
apologize.
We're talking about you because we love you on the show.
Yeah. So, but, I mean, the guy, it's normally top 20. But.
Yeah, for sure. So, one thing we want to talk about is a local guy from the Northwest, Ricky Russell. He came out for his first Hare and Hound in the first round, and 7th?
Yeah,
7th,
top 10.
Yep, top 10. And went down with some more Washington guys this week and was running pretty well, I guess top 15, making moves. and he crashed pretty good and ended up in the hospital with a ruptured spleen and some broken ribs. So
That ain't good.
no, so that's really too bad because he's probably probably the fastest guy Washington has to offer right now, and by quite a ways. So
Understatement.
spent a week or two, week and a half in the hospital.
Yeah.
And he just got home. He said his bed is the most comfortable as he's ever remembered it, and he's super thankful to be home. So
One of my guys that was on my 6-hour team, hopefully I get in a couple weeks, but Josh Mott.
Josh Mott, yeah.
Josh Mott, where are you here? You got
18th.
18th
Yep.
overall.
18th overall. That's pretty dang good. And he's a Idaho boy.
Idahoan, he eats all his potatoes.
Yep. It keeps him strong,
Yeah.
like the Russians. So he's strong for motorcycle racing.
But, yeah.
So good for Josh. Good for everybody at the Hare Hounds. Heck, if you finish those things safe, congratulations. I don't know. Not my type of racing, but very.
You know what's weird? It's not my type of racing, but I had to do it. Just say I did it.
Yep.
And that's what she said.
Oh. So, one last thing before we go. Team Tortoise. We talked about it on Sunday. We had our interview with Tate Matherly.
Yeah.
That happened this weekend. Anthony Gibbs won it.
First place overall.
Yep.
Pound and whoops.
Pound and whoops. You know, they said they bladed it and it was smooth. We talked with your brother. He said it started out whooped and finished more whooped.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But it sounded like an interesting race with Jonathan Seahorn pretty much had it in the bag.
Yeah, till I think the last couple laps, his sprocket bolts came loose and grenaded the rear end of the bike.
Yeah.
But, Anthony, you know, it's one thing is everybody's like, oh, Anthony's out there riding that Suzuki. Hey, it's Suzuki. It's a Yamaha.
It's a yellow Yamaha.
The yellow plate.
Yeah, that thing's ratty looking though. So Anthony, come on, dude, get a sponsorship for some plastics.
I know.
Dude. It looks like that thing just went through Afghanistan.
Maybe he could take over
Ricky's bike.
Ricky's bike.
Yeah, get on a KTM like Ricky's been doing. That's why he's doing so well.
Tell him, just borrow Ricky's bike.
Hey, replacement rider.
Yeah.
Like a replacement rider.
Give us a call. We'll help you out.
Yep. Weekly Braaappp recommends you, Anthony Gibbs.
That's right.
So anyways, Anthony ended up winning it, which is cool for him. He's the defending Mega Crown Series champion.
Yeah.
So started off on the right foot, and now they move into the stuff that's more his style, which is like the woods racing. I think round 2 at Eddyville. So
Eddyville. That's pure woods.
Pure woods. Pure woods. But then they go to Hannigan, Riverdale, and up there at Thurston as well. So, anyways, I think that's probably going to do it for our show today. What do you think? You want to keep talking?
Sounds great.
My mouth's getting tired.
All right. Well, thanks for watching us this week, and we appreciate everything, guys.
Hey, don't forget, new show, new time, Wednesdays, 6 p.m. If it doesn't happen, don't hold us to it, but that's the plan for now.
WeeklyBraaappp.com.
Yeah, we got a new website. It's looking pretty good. Check it out. We got some cool stuff over there.
Bye.
See you later.